Robots are here. AI is evolving exponentially, and soon it'll be your new training partner. But can it teach you how to survive real violence? Let's check it out. AI and robotics are advancing at breakneck speed. From logistics to healthcare to combat zones, machines are taking over roles we used to think required human intelligence. Tesla's Optimus is one of the most recognizable robots pushing into the real world. It walks, learns, and interacts, and it's not just stuck in a lab. It's meant for everyday use. But it's not the only one. We're seeing robots of all kinds, bipedal, quadrupedal, humanoid, starting to move, react, and train alongside us. And soon, one of them could be across from you on the mat, in the gym, or in a training space. I believe it's only a matter of time before robots become a regular part of self-defense training. But the real question is, how far can we take it? Now let's talk about what robots can actually bring to the table. One major advantage is consistency. Robots don't get tired, lose focus, or skip reps. You can drill techniques at full speed with the same precision every single time. Next is customization. With the right programming system, you can create specific attack sequences, strike patterns, and timing drills tailored to your skill level. You control the variables, and that opens up an entire new world for solo combat training. And then there's safety. A robot can simulate fast strikes without the risk of accidental injury. That's perfect for beginners, developing timing, or even advanced students pushing intensity without putting themselves at risk. Finally, there's feedback. With sensors and tracking, AI systems can measure your reaction time, strike force, and accuracy. That kind of real-time data can accelerate your growth and help fine-tune your fighting technique. But let's be real, no robot is going to be able to take a full force hit. They're tools for timing, precision, and feedback. The bone-breaking stuff, that's still human-only territory. The bottom line is robots can enhance your self-defense training. They're valuable tools, but they can never replace the human element because that's where real combat insight lives. As promising as AI and robotics are, there are serious limitations in applying it to real-world self-defense. The biggest one, emotional context. Robots don't understand fear, panic, or rage. They can mimic motion, but they can't replicate the emotional chaos of a real attack. A robot might throw a punch on command, but it won't act like a desperate attacker or someone high on psychoactive drugs. Another major limitation is verbal aggression. In real-life combat confrontations, it's messy. They often start with threats, insults, or sudden shifts in body language. A robot can't recreate that tension or trigger your fight or flight response the way a human can. And then there's the legal side. A machine can't help you make split-second decisions about reasonable force. It doesn't understand moral restraint, legal justification, or the consequences of using violence in the wrong situation. That kind of judgment only comes from experienced instructors who've been there. Finally, real attackers don't follow scripts. They don't move predictably. They flinch, hesitate, escalate, and do things you don't expect in a fight. No machine can simulate that kind of unpredictability because no algorithm can fully replicate a human under stress. Now, these limitations don't make AI or robotics useless, but they do make one thing clear. Realistic self-defense training demands a human element because surviving violence isn't about perfection. It's about adapting to the chaos under pressure. And that's something no machine can teach you. You can't program true intent. Robots don't understand what it means to be predatory, desperate, or malicious. They can simulate movement, but not mindset. And when it comes to surviving real violence, mindset is everything. A human instructor brings more than technique. They bring unpredictability, emotion, and pressure. They challenge you with confrontation. They make you hesitate, question, and ultimately prepare for the worst case scenario. There's also human intuition, the ability to read subtle cues in tone, posture, and body language. That's how you see a threat coming before it explodes into chaos. A robot won't teach you that. It can't. Hey, we're about to get back into the video, but let me ask you something. Do you want to legitimately accelerate your self-defense skills? And are you sick of clickbait videos teaching absolute garbage? Or tired of being misled by unqualified, wannabe experts who have zero credibility or experience? If the answer is yes, now is the time to join my War Machine memberships. As a member, you're going to get exclusive access to in-depth training videos, exclusive full-feature video content, downloadable training PDFs, and direct insights you're not going to find anywhere else. Plus, you're going to have direct access to me in the comment section of all my videos. So if you have questions, you're going to get real, detailed answers from me and not some random keyboard warrior. So if you're serious about mastering real-world combat skills, hit the join button below and start training like a true war machine. Now, let's get back to the lesson. And let's not forget ethics and accountability. A machine won't talk to you about moral restraint. It won't help you justify your actions in court or deal with the emotional aftermath of a violent encounter. Those lessons come from people who've lived through it and have earned the right to teach it. In the end, robots might be great training tools, but survival training is about more than repetition and reaction. It's about judgment, pressure, and adaptability. That's the human domain, and it will always be. Now look, robots can help you train. They can throw a punch, simulate a pattern, and even give you some useful feedback. But there's a reason I wrote 1001 Street Fighting Secrets, because real violence is unpredictable, dirty, and full of variables no machine will ever understand. This book is packed with brutal, real-world self-defense tactics and insights that only come from real-world experience, and no robot is going to teach you that. I'll put a link in the description down below if you'd like to check it out. Now here's how I see the future. AI and robotics will absolutely play a role in self-defense training, but only if they're used the right way. Robots should enhance what instructors do, not replace it. Imagine training dummies that can actually throw attacks, never get tired, and give real-time feedback. That's a powerful tool. But again, let me be clear, they can't simulate fear, legal pressure, or moral judgment. They can't replicate what it's like to make a split-second decision that could save your life or ruin your life. That requires a teacher who has real-world experience. The future of reality-based self-defense is hybrid, part human, part machine. Robots offer structure and repetition. Instructors bring judgment, instinct, and real-world experience. Used together, that's a training revolution. But if you rely on machines alone, you're not preparing for combat. You're rehearsing for choreography. Reality is chaotic, sometimes emotional, and always dangerous. And the only way to prepare for that is with a teacher who's lived it. So yes, robots are coming. AI is evolving, and it's going to change the way we train for combat. But here's the truth. Simulation is not survival. Real violence doesn't follow a script. It doesn't care about programming, patterns, or perfect form. You can develop timing and speed with a machine, but the mindset, the ability to stay calm under pressure, to act decisively when everything's on the line, that only comes from human instruction. And that's the heart of reality-based self-defense and what separates technique from true combat readiness. And that's what my training has always been about. Welcome to the future. Let's train for it the right way. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you at the next video.